I tell you this, that's street stuff. That had nothing to do with my wholesale. Nothing to do with my wholesale and stuff. I would kill him. I really would.
How can, what would a young person have to do who's watching you, who's going to see this tape? Because a lot of us think $1 billion is out of reach.
Throw the bag down and go to school, get their education, and go ahead. That's what he should do. That's what he should do. Should get the hell out of the game. You know, excuse me. Should get out of the game. We don't know what he's doing. You know what he should do.
If you were to turn back the hands of time, and if today you were 25, on today you're 25, you would, in your mind, if you got a restart, but you would study what, you would pursue.
Well, let's go back a few years earlier. If I could turn back the hand of time to 15 or something when I went to school, when I go to school and get an education, do something for myself, I would have been a complete different man. I'd have been in Wall Street when I know what to do with me. I don't believe. I don't think so. I don't think I'd have been that good.
One of the problems we've had within the African American community is we are America's lead consumers. We buy everything.
Yeah.
We don't save anything. We don't own anything. Albeit that you were able to get the gains illegally, you were doing advanced saving and investing. How important is that for our community to do?
How important is it to save the money? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
All the importance in the world, Bishop. All the importance in the world. Don't spend it all. Save some. Put someone aside. You know, it's going to be a rainy day, and you got to look out for that day. Look out for that day. My mama always said, son, there's going to be better days. And she's right. There's going to be better days.
What do you think of all that you're seeing now with young people who are leading the movement? On Saturday, there's about 60,000 young people in New York who were marching and protesting about police brutality. We've not seen a movement like this.
I say it's a shame that they should clean it up, should do something about it. That don't make no sense. You plain out murder somebody, choke them to death, shoot somebody walking down the street, a young kid walking down the street. I say, what can I tell you? I wish I could do something about it.
You can, because your words are seeds.
Right.
To somebody, and even at this point, the game changes from playing the game to coaching it.
Yeah.
And the young men who are watching are now on the court saying, "Put me in, throw me the ball." What is one of the things you would say that our community needs to understand in understanding the police?
I don't think there is no such thing as understanding the police sometimes, but they don't want you to understand. It's mean, super, stupid cracks for the most part. Excuse my language. They're not good for the neighborhood. They're not good for the neighborhood. You get some. You got to have some good cops. Don't misunderstand me. But there's somebody that ain't worth the salt they put on their food in the morning.
The Black Panther Party in Oakland, California, believe that our community should police ourselves. That we should, in fact, have the right to bear arms, and we should be training men to really police our own community. What do you feel like that's effective, or would that lead to
that? So you got some stupid black people out here also, you know. So I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I mean, I think we got it right, but we got to get it right, and that is my opinion.
Right. So if you have police who are not worth their salt, you got some of our own people who can't be trusted. How do we then build, as what Dr. King called, the beloved community? How do we build a community?
You got that right. You got that right. They can't be trusted. A lot of our people, you know, we got just our people just as bad as the white guy. You know.
So how do we change that?
Excuse me?
How do we change it?
How do we change it?
Yes, sir.
Well, do just like you do the white boy. Kick his butt when you get a chance, you know. I mean, go ahead and take it, put him in jail if you're wrong. Do this like you do the white boy. could always let him go. You know.
One of the arguments that we're hearing in the face of the protests and marching is that you're doing all of this protesting about white officers killing young black children, but you're not hearing anything about black on black crime.
That has to stop. You also know that. You know that has to stop. They can't keep on killing murder like that. They can't keep on doing that. Trayvon Martin down there. This guy was hit him in Brazen, Missouri. This big dude over here in New York. The other guy, they kill him at least one a week for a long time, right?
Yes.
One a month, put it that way. And they can't keep on doing that.
This afternoon, I don't know how many of you saw it, the police chief from Cleveland, Ohio, where a 12-year-old was shot. His name is Tamir Rice. The police chief said in a press conference it was a justified killing. This is before the grand jury.
He's justified. How did he die?
He's a 12-year-old. He's sitting on the playground. He has a toy gun. An older white man calls the police and said there's a young boy with a gun. They jump out of the car and kill a 12-year-old.
How old is the kid?
12.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. They killed him. He killed him today. I didn't hear about it.
It went all over the news. The mother was here Saturday.
I did not hear about it.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't moving around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll make
sure. Since I saw you this morning, I haven't been home. Okay. So you can tell what it goes like. I've been home.
Yes, sir. Baltimore is now, I want to say, Doug, within the top 5 for heroin in the country. Baltimore's now in the top 5. Baltimore traffics in the country. We are in the top 5 traffickers of heroin.
Heroin in Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
I don't know that.
No, I'm telling you.
You're telling me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And so I'm asking you if we're trafficking that high amount, that high volume of heroin.
Well, trafficking don't have to be a big. That amount of stuff, I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. I never heard of them before right now. But trafficking with that kind of thing, it may not be such a big deal because they ain't getting a lot now. They get maybe 35 keys and they have it, and somebody they have it. But that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, I don't want you to tell them how to do it. Don't. Yeah, I don't want you to tell them how to do it. I want to do this, if I can, very quickly. I wanted to give an opportunity. Some young men wanted to ask you some questions, if you don't mind. Yeah, I wanted to.
Questions?
Yeah, I want to take 2 to 3. So, gentlemen or ladies, if you have a question, I want you to stand, give your name, and then no statements, no testimonies, no flashbacks. But I want you to, if you have a question you'd like to ask Mr. Lucas, I want to give you an opportunity to do that. Yes, sir. If you'll stand, if you'll project. I need you to use your basketball court voice, please. Yes. What kind of businesses did you own?
What kind of business?
What legal businesses did you own?
Oh my God, man! I can't even start begin to tell you. I want everything. I was General Motors. I want it all, but I didn't get it. So there you go.
Restaurants, dry cleaners,
yeah.
Everything on that block, he owned it. Yes, yes.
How did you meet Bumpy Johnson? And tell me something about it.
Look, could you step up a little bit? I can't hear you.
Yes. How did you meet Bumpy?
Huh?
How did you meet Bumpy Johnson?
How did I meet Bumpy Johnson?
Yes.
I was a young kid out in the street, like a wild bull, shooting people and everything. And Bumpy got a hold of me and kind of straightened me out a little bit.
How?
That was back in. I guess like 47, 48 or something like that. Yes.
Yes, sir. How you doing? I just wanted to ask, what's the number one thing that you would say it takes to be successful, in your opinion? What do you think it takes to be successful?
Go to school, get an education, and do everything you can to work at it hard, man. That's what you got to do. Get an education. You can't do nothing without education, bitch.
Yes.
Can't do nothing without education. I went a long way without education, but I had to be lucky. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Let me ask, if I can, so that I don't have an uprising, if there's a sister that has a question, I don't want y'all to say I blocked y'all out. So let me, our dear
Could you
sister.
get the mic? Could you get the mic and speak in the please?
Yes, she's got it in the back.
Hi, Mr. Lucas. My name is Glennie Thomas, and I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. I don't have a question, but I just have a comment.
See, there
I want
you
to
go.
thank you for sitting there this evening. And I'm noticing you speaking to Pastor Bryant, and you're calling him sir. And I think that's what our kids need now, more manners and respect. Thank you for sharing that tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is her question?
She didn't have one, sir. Yes. Our dear sister here, if you'll help her. Yes. Here he comes with the microphone. Thank
Hello,
you.
beautiful.
Okay.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Yes, your question.
So my question to you, I guess, I have an education, so I've done that part. Check
Put
the
the mic
box.
up back here.
So I checked the box that I have the education, but starting my own business, I'm a skilled nursing agency. I send caregivers into people's homes, United Medical Care. And so I was wondering, what kind of advice do you give to new entrepreneurs? Like what extra thing, because you said that if you had to do it all over again, you would do it the right way. So what do you give advice to new entrepreneurs with an education?
She has the education.
She
She already has an education. She has a business. She has her own nursing business.
Yeah.
What advice do you give to entrepreneurs who already have their education?
Keep it up, sister. What can I tell you? Keep it up. You're doing fine. You got your own business. You got started. You got nursing business. Keep it up.
Our dear brother, right there in the black. Yes, sir. If your project as loud as you can, he running all the way over. What was the strategy you used? How did you set the structure for your business?
You had to have big honchos, dog. You know, you had to know what you had to just go at it and do what you had to do and don't care nothing about nobody else. Simple from here to you have to do what you got to do. What can I tell him?
The truth.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Over here.
Yes. Our dear sisters, wait with the mic and then we'll come to you, sir.
Yes, my name is Natasha Jones, the host of Keeping Up with the Joneses on WLB 1010 AM. Now,
What time does it come on? If you're going to get a commercial,
1
give
p.m.
it all.
to 2 p.m. And I would love to have you on the show as well, Pastor. But growing up in the inner city and having a past and selling drugs and interacting with people that had a past, I'm not going to give all my testimony. So are you ever faced with, are you ever haunted with demons from your background?
Are you haunted with the demons of your past?
I'm a what? Yes, ma'am. I'm remorse. That's very much so, man.
And how often
I'm
do you
remorse,
pray
yes,
to God for forgiveness?
How often do you pray for forgiveness for your past?
Every night.
God bless you.
Every night, yeah.
Our dear brother right here, and then the sister who was beside him who's been waiting so patiently. Thank you. Do you think America presently is built on the mentality you used when you were in the streets?
I don't know about all that. I don't know. I can tell you. Say that one more time.
America uses the ruthless mentality you had when you were in the streets? Do they use that today?
Yeah, they use more than that, my man. They use more than that. They got Tommy funds. I didn't have none.
Our dear sister who was beside him, you've been waiting with the hat. Yes, come on, sis. Thank you.
Having been through what you've been through, what would you do differently today?
He said go to school and get an education. Yeah.
With the money I had, honey, I could do anything different. I could do it with the money I had. I could do anything different. If I had the money I had then, know what I know now, I'd have quit and run away. They could never find me or hide.
Right. He said, knowing what he knows now, he would have quit and split it with his nephew Jamal. Yes. Yes. Go ahead in the back. Yes, sir. Yes.
My cousin is good.
Yes, my name is Mark Wilkins, and the question that I had for you is that I'm a product of the Park Heights neighborhood also, the hood everything, now back to the city. And knowing that I did have a dark spirit before I started doing some things that I shouldn't have been doing. I coming off the stuff that my grandma told me to come off, and interacting with some stuff I should have had been doing. So my question is to you is that knowing the stuff that I was partaking in, knowing that I still was praying while I was still doing this stuff, how did you feel when you were doing what you were doing? And then with the fourth one, and the mother, got up and got up and did a testimony about her child, and doing stuff that she put out on the street. How did you feel about that? How did you really feel about that? And when the door really slammed and you fall down to Lord have mercy, Jesus, how did you really feel? How did you feel about that?
I remember about it now, and I felt like a low-down snake down in the courtroom. But I'm going to tell you, man, I felt bad. I felt remorse. What can I tell you? It was done, and I couldn't do nothing about it. It was over. Hey, you know what? I didn't hear you.
He said God forgives us all. I want to go to this young man and then Brother Doug, this sister standing in the back, and then we'll close. Yes.
I just want
Tell me your name and how old you are.
Jose.
Come stand here, Jose, so Mr. Lucas can see you.
I'm Jose and I'm 12 years old.
Hey,
and
speak up. Hey, stop whining. Speak.
I'm Jose Small and I'm 12 years old, and I wanted to know if you ever had a father in your life that really cared.
He's 12 years old. I hear that one.
Yeah, you're 12.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
He said, was your father in your life, and did you feel like your father cared?
Don't feel like a word. Say that again, man.
Did you ever have a father in your life, and did he really care?
Did I have any money?
Father, did you know your father? Did you feel like your father loved you?
Yeah, man, I feel, hey, what can I tell you, son? I can tell you something. I want to tell you something right here now. How old are you? 12 years old? What grade are you in? Huh? Well, what's your grade? What's your grade average in school? How what?
He's supposed to be in the 7th.
No. What is your grade average in school? What is your grade average?
Are you doing good in school?
Not really. I've had some rough times, but so far I'm getting a little bit better.
Let me tell you something. You go back and you pick up that book and you read hard. We come on him. We come on President the White House right now. You can do it. You can do it. You go to school and get the best you can do, man. What can I tell you? You need education. Without education, you ain't gonna do nothing. All right?
Yes.
You'll be good, man. You take care of yourself.
He's asking you, Mr. Lucas, did you know your father?
Did I know who?
Did you know your father?
Yes, I know. Of course I know my father. What, I like a snake? Of course I know my father.
What impact did your father have in your life decisions?
Say what?
How did your relationship with your father impact your decisions?
My father was a farmer. We come on sharecropper down in North Carolina. We didn't have nothing. We didn't look for nothing. It was bad. We were doing it for nothing. And we were just a poor family. And I swore to God I wasn't gonna live like that. And brother, I didn't. I went to the top. You don't need it. You can't do it that way though, because there ain't nobody can do it like that no more. Do it straight up, okay?
Mr. Lucas, if you can, Jose, would you come give him a hug, please? Thank you.
Come on, kid. What's your name? Jose. Where you go to school at? Okay, you go to school there. Okay, good family. Your father and mother together? Oh, you with the mother, right? Take care of your mom, okay? Take care of your mom. Good one, okay?
Where's Jose's mother? Is Jose's mother here? Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. All right. Do we have one last one? Yes, Brother Doug. You're going to ask one of them, though, so figure out which one of them three.
We all not.
Yeah, is the most important. So you take a moment and reflect on which one of those three questions you want to ask, please.
What have you taught your son?
What did you teach your son?
My son, I got 3 or 4. All of them went to college, and I got one just started, 18 years old. I'm an old man. I did a pretty good job there, I think, to raise him. And
All your children went to college.
excuse me,
All of your children went to college.
all but one. His name is Frank Lucas Jr. He don't work with Brian and Salt.
He gonna turn around. He gonna turn around. Would you do me a favor, Empowerment Temple? Would you help me thank God for Mr. Lucas? Would you thank him for sharing and being a part